In order to establish credibility, when you're cold calling somebody, do you think that you actually investing in real estate, buying properties, rentals, doing all of that stuff, do you think that that amplifies your credibility? In order to establish credibility, right? When you're cold calling somebody, and you cold call, let's just say a 55-year-old person, that's been in their home for 13 or 14 years. Do you think that you actually investing in real estate, buying properties, rentals, doing all of that stuff, do you think that that amplifies your credibility? Because hell, in a lot of cases, I bet you those people have never even done that, right? And here's this young, this young woman who comes in and we're like, well, I've known Steve for 15 years, the suit guy. Do you think that that's helped establish a higher perceived value of your services in comparison to just the everyday agent?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, the only thing that it's changed is my confidence in speaking to these people and how I feel about myself, being honest and credible with these people. Because in the beginning, when I was calling about investing, I didn't have all the experience yet or even the knowledge, but I was just leveraging my team, my brokerage. I was like, yeah, my brokerage, we sell this many houses and we buy this many houses. So it wasn't too much of an issue, but yeah, when I started going on my own and I didn't need as much mentorship anymore in my appointments and talking to people, then I definitely felt a lot better about, how I was talking to sellers. That's a really good point too, because I'm in this investing group with Thatch Nguyen. He's a big mentor of mine. And people new to the group are coming in 30s, 40s guys, and gals, and they're like, I don't know how to talk to the sellers, I don't have any experience, I'm scared, what do I say? And for me, I'm like, well, I don't relate anymore because I have experience, but you don't need to look the part is kind of what I learned. Is if you have it and you're just giving value to these people. I was really scared when I was 18 years old and meeting people in their 40s and 50s who have owned this house for 20 years and they know what a 1031 exchange is and I don't. I was like, how do I build this credibility? But that's when I really just honed down and worked on my knowledge and my skills so that I could actually deliver value to these people.
I got a follow-up question. When you go on these listing presentations, and it may not apply for the wholesaling investment side, how much do you sort of say, hey, I'm a big TikTok influencer? Does that give you credibility at all?
Honestly, I very rarely mention. I really should. My coach Patrick Ferry would tell me that I should be leveraging that a lot more in the listing presentation. And if I have a lot of competition, I definitely will, because it's interesting because my TikTok is not necessarily about me being a realtor in Seattle. It's more about me being a resource to Gen Z about home buying education and wealth education. So my edge with TikTok to local buyers and sellers is I've got this national following. People who are moving in state will see me. People who are moving here will see your listing. I'm going to do all my TikToks in your listing and just to give that exposure. But as far as edge, it's funny because sometimes people don't realize how powerful social media can be. So it's a little bit of a presentation to get them there and realize what it is and what it can do for them. But I will say that I'm not using it as much as I should be in listing presentations.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the generation of the seller, right? They may be like, what? That's a thing. And it may discredit. I don't know. Because they sort of, TikTok has that label. It's like, oh, it's for younger people. And so it may do that. And right. I have a follow-up question to that. The TikTok versus IG, or maybe even YouTube.
Just platforms. Talk about the platforms, right? And what's working on all the platforms.
Yep, absolutely. So this is a good one. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube are the ones that I'm most active on. I am active on Facebook, but I don't really post my brand on there. That's kind of my next move, because the people who are buying and selling houses, that's the age range, is on Facebook. But TikTok is pure entertainment with a side of education. Like you have to keep these people captivated for them to follow. You have the best shot to go viral on TikTok. It's literally like the most equal platform, if you will. It gives everyone a shot to go viral. It's the easiest. It has the most users. Instagram, you can be a little more personal. People like to see the polished image on Instagram versus TikTok. TikTok, people want to see a real and authentic. Instagram wants to see polished, perfect, you look good. That's how Instagram has always been. And then usually what I've seen is that people are following me, they're seeing me on TikTok and then they're following me on Instagram because they want to see more of what I'm about as opposed to just the information I'm giving out. So I post a lot of personal life stuff on Instagram. The difference for me too is that Instagram is more local realtor brand and then TikTok is big influencer brand. I think it's a little hard to be the local realtor on TikTok because it's so national and there's so many users. The best way to leverage TikTok is with like national brand. And then YouTube is long form education. So I post on YouTube what the people are asking for on TikTok. I'll get the comments on TikTok. Can you give the exact steps to do this? What's the A to Z process for this? How come you people never show how to actually get this done? They are not going to watch the 3-minute video on TikTok. So I send them to the YouTube channel where it's also SEO optimized and it's like purely education videos on YouTube. And then I also have another YouTube channel for local realtors. So I've got 2 channels. Instagram's local realtor, TikTok is influencer.
What about the YouTube shorts?
Yes, YouTube shorts. I just post my TikToks onto YouTube shorts.
Got it. Oh, so you don't even
So
optimize for it.
you're utilizing some of your information that you're doing
Mm-hmm.
and repurposing it for the other platforms.
Oh yeah, there's only so many hours in a day. I can't make separate ones for all of them. No one does really. We all just repurpose all of it.
Is it easier to create content? Somebody told me that it was easier to create content on TikTok and repurpose it than to create it on Instagram for the other platforms. Is that true or not true?
TikTok is slightly more user friendly. Instagram just brought on shorts like 1 or 2 years ago. So they're a little more clunky on like the editing production side. So I would agree that TikTok is easier to create on. I get that question a lot. Are you using a video app or are you just doing right inside TikTok? All my TikToks happen right inside TikTok. That's where they're made. Instagram Reels, it's a little more production quality. I'll get the nice camera out, the audio, have it edited. But TikTok's 100% like authentic on the fly.
So let's talk about the production,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I think that that's important. Like I'm trying to figure it out myself, right? Like, do you use your camera? Then do you upload it? Do you go to the desktop version and upload it that way? You know, because like when you do it on your handheld, like it doesn't look that great. So what are some of the steps that you go through when you're creating your content?
Mm-hmm. So for me, when I create content, I will say though, on TikTok, when you just use your handheld, it doesn't look perfect, but that's the point. You want it to look real and people want to see that you're just, you know, you took the time out of your day in your car or while you're on the job to record something for them and give them some value. For me, I will batch create all of my YouTube videos and my Instagram Reels every 2 weeks.
What does that mean? Batch create?
I sit down for the whole day and I film everything. So I'll film like 4 to 8 YouTube videos and 30 shorts in a day. And
you
then
change your clothes?
Sometimes I'll bring like maybe 2 outfits. It's not that important.
Wow.
I send that off to the editor. Even when I was new, I was doing it by myself, but you can get this edit on Fiverr, Upwork for super cheap. So I'll just send that off, I'll get it back, and then I do TikToks daily. In a really good month, I'll just record 7 TikToks on Sunday and put them in my drafts and post them throughout the week. But yeah, everything on TikTok is my phone, and then YouTube and Instagram is all just done all at the same time so that I can post it throughout the month.
Want to keep getting tips? Hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching, and we hope you get a lot out of this.